Well, stay sports fan. I'm going to go get some gas in my golf cart and some other things. So I'm going to take you along for the ride. I know you've been on these golf cart rides before, but we're going to do it again. So let's fire this baby up and let's go. By the way, somebody sent me a message the other day wanting to know if these backup beepers could be turned off in a golf cart or if there was a law about it. As far as I know, there is no law about those backup beepers, but having them discontinued is nothing that I would recommend. And I'll tell you why. It's not that for the driver, actually, those beepers. It's to warn everybody else that somebody is backing up. And down here, I recommend leaving them hooked up, because especially on the golf courses where you're waiting for your start time, you go down to the square and you're parked. People will congregate behind golf carts out in the middle of the street talking, and are not paying attention to what they're doing or anything else. But as soon as that backup beeper comes on, they all start looking. If you take that backup beeper and disconnect it, I just think it's going to be a big problem, because they're going to be in your way all the time. I won't say all the time, but you know what I mean. So I'm just suggesting leave it hooked up. Just leave it hooked up, and that way, not only are you going to be better off for it, but you're also going to be protecting other people too. We don't want to hurt nobody. We're just here to enjoy our retirement years for those of us that are retired. See, not everybody here is retired. It is a retirement community, but not everybody here is retired. Looks like nobody's at the pool today. I only see one golf cart over there. This is a Saturday morning. I think I'm going to go down to Finney today. I think I got a meet and greet down there with oh gosh, I can't remember his name now. But he's having the sliding doors put in his lanai. He's using the same company that I used, and they have a referral bonus or kickback money or whatever you want to call it. In other words, if you refer somebody to that company and you use that company, then the person that referred that company gets like $100 check. So anyway, he used my video to do it, and so he's offered to give me the referral money, but you've got to fill out this little paper thing, name, address, and all that kind of stuff. So I told him, I said, well, I got to come down to Finney, I think, today. I want to do some video, I think, down there. I ain't been down there in a while. I'm not sure what they've done, what they haven't done. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anything really new of interest, but I thought I'd go down there and just kind of get caught up. And yeah, so we're going to go down there, and I'm going to send him a text when I get down there, and I told him that Sue and I might stop by the Finney Grill, maybe have a late lunch or maybe an early dinner or something like that. And if he wanted to, he can meet me down there and have a cup of coffee or a beer or something, and talk for a little while and get that paper filled out. So in case I don't see you though, Kamek, Mr. Kamek, I can't think of the name now. Anyway, I do appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for that, because you don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. I've also got an envelope I got to mail out. Somebody wanted a copy of the Daily Sun and the recreational news and all that. And for those of you that don't know, that I usually send things out by priority mail, and I'm pretty sure it's like my wife takes it up there for me, actually, and I'm pretty sure she told me $10, something like that, or $9, something like that, to mail priority mail out. So what I've done, because everybody's always wanting to mail me a check or something, just to make it easier for everybody, if you look at my homepage, where you'll see my picture and stuff like that. Picture of Lake Sumter on there, at the home page. Bottom right hand corner where you see the Google icon, and I don't know what other icons are on there, but the one icon I put on there is for PayPal. It says help make more videos. I put that on there to get your attention, but that's a PayPal button. If you click that PayPal button, you can it goes directly to my PayPal account, and then I'm not sure exactly what's on that page, but I do know that the one thing that's on that page is there's a place where you can fill in how much you want to put in there. You can say, I want to put $10 in this account, and you can use your credit card. You can use I don't know what other cards. I know credit cards is there. I know if you got a PayPal account, of course, you can do it that way. And we got options. So what you can do is you can put $10 in that account and then email me. Don't put it on the comments. Email me your address and stuff like that, and whatever it is you're wanting, I'll see. It's got to fit in that priority envelope. So don't ask for something huge and big, because that ain't gonna work. Not for $10. But if it goes in that envelope, like Villages magazine, newspapers, and I have a tendency sometimes to cram more than what you're asking for in there, just to give you some more information. But yeah, if you want to do it that way, that's fine. But to mail me checks, and then we got to make trips to the bank and all that, it just gets too complicated sometimes. So here we are. This is the village of Pinellas that we're going down. This is Hendry, Hendry. Over to my right is Mangrove Golf Course. We're coming up. That's Eisenhower Way there. Remember, that's a shortcut to Eisenhower. That's Sweet Gum Golf Course here to your left. I recommend to anybody right now down here to play golf, stay away from Sweet Gum. There's about 4 or 5 greens on that thing. That's a mess, and I mean a real mess. It's not even worth playing. Get a course somewhere else. I don't even know why they don't even close that course down right now for maintenance, because I played it 2 weeks ago, and I'm not going back until they get it done. This course here on the left is another one of my favorites. That's Palmetto Golf Course over there. Part of it's over here on this side of Pinellas, what is that? Pinellas Place, or Pinellas Boulevard, Pinellas Place Road, Pinellas Place Road. And then the other half is over there on the other side. It's funny around here, people will come to a stop like I did right there. Everybody's stopping because nobody knows who wants to go first. And we're going to go to Pinellas over here. I'm going to mow the yard today, and I got a golf date Tuesday at 10:38 up at Bacall. It's either Bacall or Bogart. They're back there together. Anyway, I got to go up there Tuesday. And then after that, we usually stop at Evans Prairie on the way home and have a beer, something like that. But then at 3:40, I think, in the afternoon, I got to take another golf cart trip down to my doctor to see that cardiologist, see what he's got to say for himself. I'm a little pig-headed when it comes to this kind of stuff, only because, I don't know. We're going to that gas station right over there. Looks like it's a little busy today. This is Saturday, so. And you have to remember, all these areas are open to the public. None of these areas are closed to villagers only. So people that live in Wildwood, or people that's passing through, you know, if they want to get gas, they can get gas. just wondering how much it cost. Last time I got gas was about, I don't know, about a month ago, 5 weeks ago. I just got gas, and it took $9.32. So I'm good for about another month. The gas prices here is, who cares? That's a golf cart, and we're worrying about it. At all. And those batteries. And if you get used to driving your park car every day, it turns around. If you get used to driving your park car every day, you just notice little things. Like when it's fully charged, how it really runs really well. When it gets about half of the charge run out of it, you notice how it's not running as well. It kind of slows down on the speed and stuff. You just notice those things. Well, I had those cheaper my park car took 8 6-volt batteries, a total of 48 volts. But it's the 8 6-volt batteries. The number of batteries is what makes the charge in a park car last so long. See, you can get a golf cart down here, electric golf cart has 4 12-volt batteries. It's the same 48 volt, except 4 batteries goes dead twice as fast, and they just don't last very long. And when it comes to like a 36-volt battery golf cart and stuff like that, I wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't even waste my time with it. Those 36 volts, they don't last very long. They go dead quick. They're really just kind of a pain in the ass, and I just wouldn't mess with them. They're old. They got the old 8-inch tires on them. The 8-inch tires. I had my park car had 8-inch tires. I've got 10-inch on my Yamaha. I see a big difference in the way it rides, how long the tires last, the way it drives. Everything about it is different. So I'm not putting anything down. You get what you can afford. You get what you're going to use, and you got to take all this in consideration. Also, is are you going to be a full-timer, a part-timer? It makes a big difference. Now, as a part-timer, when it comes to golf carts, here's the thing. Your golf cart, if you're going to be here, let's say you're going to be here 6 months, and most part-timers are not. The most of them come down for 3 or 4 months, and then they're gone. And then the golf cart sits in the garage for 8 months. Well, in the 8 months that you're going to be gone, even if you put a trickle charger on them batteries, those batteries are going to lose a lot because the heat in your garage that builds up in the summer down here, that heat will kill your batteries. It just does. And they say, well, your batteries last 4 and 5 years. I'm saying it's possible they can. For a full-timer, they might. For a part-timer, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, you're not going to get 4 or 5 years. You might get 2 or 3. And then you're going to start having trouble with 1 or 2 batteries. And if you have trouble with 1 or 2, you're better off just to replace them all because they're all going to go bad. And Battery Boys, you can get it done. I don't know what it was over there, like $650, maybe $800, something like that for 8 6-volt batteries when I had it done. And when they brought it back, the cart did run okay. Everything was fine. Being a part-timer, though, I didn't get 2 years out of those batteries. By the second year that we was here, I came down on vacation in the summer, and I had it rented out in the winter, and my winter people would use the golf cart because that was part of the deal of them renting my house. They had access to my golf cart, and we came down on the second summer after the winter people were gone. Came down usually in May, and the golf cart just didn't seem to run very well. I mean, normally it run like 19 mile an hour wide open on flat ground. But anyway, we came down in the summertime to get my golf cart, and when we come down here, always with those 8-inch tires. Plus, I don't know what kind of materials was in those tires or not in those tires. but flat spots. We developed flat spots on those tires, something terrible, and it was awful because with those flat spots, your windshield would vibrate, everything in the dash vibrated. Most generally, the longer you drove the golf cart on a hot day, the flat spots themselves would work their way out. But there was a couple of times that those flat spots did not work their way out, and I had to have new tires put on it. And I can't tell you how many tires I went through down here because of all the flat spots, and I just got tired of it. One year, the flat spots were so bad that before I got a chance to have new tires put on the darn thing, it cracked my windshield. And then it was $500 later, I had to get a new windshield. So I'm not a big fan of the 8-inch tires for that reason. I'm also not a big fan of electric carts because we run everywhere. I'll take my golf cart from Brownwood and I'll go up to Nancy Lopez to play golf. So if you do that kind of thing, then you can take your chances if you want. But in my mind, gas is the only way to go. You just buy some gas once a month and then just go, just like a car. You know, you don't see very many electric cars running around. So anyway, we're back home. We got the gas. Going to mow the grass and do some stuff today. So see you later on the other side. What side, you may ask? Think about it.